everyone, and welcome to Victoria's Cantina. Today we're having a look at the Hasbro Star Wars 2014 The Black Series 6-inch Clone Trooper, based off of his appearance in Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Here's a look at the packaging. Alright y'all, so this is Hasbro's very first of what I'm sure will be many Clone Trooper figures entering into 6-inch Black Series. And I like what they did for the very first Clone Trooper release, which is give us a completely basic all-white Clone Trooper from Star Wars Episode 2. The sculpt on him is very, very nicely done. He does seem to look quite a bit like what we saw in the film. I think that all the necessary detail is certainly there, and he definitely looks good. The paintwork on him is about what you would expect for a Clone Trooper figure, meaning he is all white with a few touches of black and the little red dot there at the back of his crest. Now there are a few areas where the white seems to be a little bit mismatched from other parts of the armor, and we will look at that when we look at the figure in more detail. Give you a close-up here of the head. Sculpt on the helmet is very nicely done. My biggest problem with this, and it's something that I've seen on a lot of these Clone Troopers, in fact I don't know that I've actually seen a perfect one, is if you look at the visor, the black paint isn't perfectly even with the sculpt of where the visor should be. It kind of sits a little bit below that and kind of tapers downward at the corners, which is annoying. In fact, the first one of these that I ordered was a little bit worse than this, and I went ahead and sent it back and got this one. It's still not perfect, but hey, it's at least a little bit better. It looks like the newer Clone Troopers that are coming out don't have that problem, which is good. Beyond that, I mean, it looks really good. There's a little bit of touch of gray and, the little red dot I mentioned. It really does look quite good. The rest of the outfit, seems to be on par with what we saw in the film. I mean, it's sculpted very nicely. And the good thing about this, of course, is that they can reuse this body to make many a Clone Trooper, which I am sure that they will do. What I mentioned earlier about the mismatched white, as you can see on the knees, they seem to be a little bit of a darker white than the rest of the outfit. The same goes with the elbows. They're kind of still that little darker white color, which is a little bit annoying, but luckily it's not too noticeable here. Hopefully that is also something they're looking at for the new Clone Troopers that are coming out. The outfit's, quite nice. There's little boots, and looks very, very nice. In the way of articulation, our Clone Trooper has a ball joint here at the head. He has hinges at the shoulders, which you can't really make them go out like that because, the armor hits there on the top. But, sideways they do go out a little bit more. It's still kind of hitting on the back. He has a rotation here at the upper bicep, which is unique because most of the Black Series 6-inch have not had that. He's also got double bends at the elbows. He's got hinging here at the wrists. He's got a nice ball joint at the torso. He's got hinges here at the hips. He has a cut at the upper thigh. He has double bends at the knees, and then he's got rocker joints at his ankles. In the way of accessories, our Clone Trooper has 2 blasters. The first one here is the blaster rifle that we got to know in Star Wars Episode 2. I think most of the Clone Troopers in that film, if not all of them, carried this one around. So, it's a good thing that they included it. It's just simple, it's black, but it's sculpted nicely, and it matches what we've seen in the film. Clone Trooper also comes with this smaller blaster, which we primarily saw in Star Wars Episode 3. Yet, the Clone Trooper figures, at least, have been coming with this weapon, as far back as, 2003. So, it's cool that they included both of them with this figure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so there you have it. This is the Hasbro Star Wars 2014 The Black Series Clone Trooper from Attack of the Clones. This 6-inch figure is a very nicely done figure. The sculpt is executed quite nicely. Paintwork, for the most part, is very nicely done, other than the visor on the helmet and the mismatched white parts. Articulation is very nice, however, I do wish that Hasbro would just change to actual hinging on the knees rather than giving them double bends, because I find that just regular hinges, tend to work better for posing. Other than that, he's very nice, and I can't really fault the figure or anything else. He is quite basic for a clone trooper. There's nothing flashy going on. He's completely clean, which is how I prefer my clone trooper figures. So, really nice addition to Black Series 6-inch, and I do recommend him if you are collecting this line. Thanks for watching Victoria's Cantina. Until next time, bye-bye.